Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the brand new 2026 Volvo S90, fresh off its global reveal, and breaking down everything you need to know, from the sculpted sheet metal to the tech hidden beneath it. Grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore why Volvo's latest flagship might just shake up the premium sedan segment once again. Volvo calls this redesign Scandinavian confidence, and at first glance the S90 wears it like a tailored suit. The nose has been pulled lower and wider, giving the sedan a poised, almost athletic stance. The updated Thor's hammer LEDs now stretch deeper into the fenders, and the grille's vertical bars are trimmed in matte metal instead of chrome. Small details, but they dial up the modern vibe. Swing around to the rear and you'll notice thinner C-shaped taillights that echo the front light signature, plus an integrated spoiler sculpted right into the trunk lid. Even the paint palette reads Nordic, a muted forest green called Fjord Mist, a warm metallic sandstone, and of course, an ice-cool crystal white that seems to glow under city lights. Slip inside and the design restraint is immediately apparent. No clutter, just calming lines and natural materials. Real open-pore ash runs across the dash, while the door panels feature a recycled wool blend that feels like a cozy blanket rather than automotive trim. Volvo doubles down on sustainability with carpets woven from discarded fishing nets and seat foam derived partly from pine-based biopolyols. The cabin scents faintly of eucalyptus thanks to the new clean zone filtration that scrubs out 95% of urban particulate matter. And yes, the signature Swedish crystal gear selector returns, now illuminated by discrete ambient LEDs that shift hue based on the drive mode you choose. Speaking of modes, powertrains have taken a leap. The entry S90 T6 goes full plug-in hybrid, pairing a 2.0-liter Turbo 4 with a 143 horsepower rear E-motor for a combined 385 horsepower. Volvo claims 0 to 100 km/h in 4.9 seconds and, more impressively, up to 110 km of pure EV range on the WLTP cycle, enough for most weekly commutes without a drop of gasoline. Need more punch? The new S90 Recharge Performance Edition layers a larger 200 kW E-motor on the rear axle, bumping output to 510 horsepower and 740 Nm of torque. Yet Volvo insists efficiency remains paramount. An 18.8 kWh battery can fast charge from 10 to 80% in 26 minutes on a 200 kW DC charger. All-wheel steering headlines the chassis update, allowing the rear wheels to pivot up to 3.5 degrees. Below 50 km/h they turn opposite the fronts for a tighter 10.8-meter turning circle. Think compact car agility when hunting for a parking spot. At highway speeds they turn in phase, adding stability during lane changes and smoothing out sweeping bends. Air suspension now self-levels based on lidar scans of the road ahead, and it's tied into the car's new, predictive sway control, that subtly leans the body into corners, reducing passenger head toss and that dreaded back seat motion sickness. Tech lovers, here's your candy store. The S90 debuts Volvo's Skylight infotainment, a 15-inch floating OLED that can modulate its transparency, so in bright sun it looks etched in glass, while at night it melts into the dash. Powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon digital chassis and running Google Automotive OS, it loads Google Maps in under 2 seconds and can stream lossless audio from Tidal directly to the 1,600-watt Bowers & Wilkins 3D sound system, which, by the way, hides 23 speakers behind unperforated wood thanks to a new micro-vibration tech borrowed from high-end home audio. But the headline feature is Volvo Pilot Assist 3.0. 2 roof-mounted lidar pods, 5 radars, and 13 cameras enable hands-free cruising on more than 600,000 kilometers of mapped highways across North America, Europe, and, big news, selected Asian corridors at launch. The system can execute automated lane changes when you tap the indicator, and it now reads traffic lights up to 150 meters out, adjusting speed for timed greens. Over-the-air updates will expand the hands-free zones and add automated on-ramp navigation by 2027, meaning the car could drive from downtown to the suburbs with minimal driver input. Safety, of course, remains Volvo's North Star. The S90 introduces Safe Space, a real-time offset crash mitigation that can jink the car 30 centimeters sideways between oncoming lanes in 0.2 seconds. Think of it as a digital flinch that could make the difference in a glancing impact. New Guardian Sense monitors driver biometrics via a camera nestled in the gauge cluster. If it spots micro-sleeps or reads elevated cortisol levels, it suggests a break, dims the cabin lighting to a soft blue, and even cues a breathing exercise through the speakers. Pricing. Volvo plays coy for now, but insiders peg the base T6 at roughly the same entry point as today's PHEV, expect around €59,000 in mainland Europe, mid-$60,000s in the US, with the performance edition flirting near 80 grand. Deliveries start Q2 2026, and Volvo says a stretched Excellence 4-seat variant will follow for China later in the year. So, who is the 2026 S90 for? If you crave understated luxury, eco-forward materials, and next-gen driver assistance without the badge bravado of traditional German rivals, this sedan has your name on it. It's a rolling manifesto that sustainable can be sophisticated, and seriously quick. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite detail, and would you pick this over an EQE, i5, or Tesla Model S? That wraps our in-depth first look at Volvo's flagship reinvented. If you enjoyed the breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dive car content, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.